Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street spoilers, Toyah and Nick affair, Kevin prison twist, and new romance. Coronation Street viewers are set to see dramatic scenes in Weatherfield next week, according to the latest spoilers for the ITV soap. Leanne Battersby, played by Jane Danson, tells her sister that she'll pay for Rose's funeral out of her savings. However, on the day things quickly take a turn after George Shuttleworth, Tony Maudsley, places Rose's coffin in the hearse outside of the undertaker's. Spotting Rowan Cunliffe, Emery's Cooper, watching them from Victoria Garden, Toyah Battersby, Georgia Taylor, is furious and races over. Giving him a shove, she orders him to stay away as he's not welcome. As Leanne watches in horror, she later admits that Rowan paid for the funeral as she hasn't got any savings. How will Toyah react knowing her enemy helped put her daughter at rest? Later on, Leanne heads off, leaving her partner Nick Tilsley, Ben Price, in total despair. When Toyah confronts Rowan, she tells him that she's going to do everything she can to expose him for the vile man he really is, leaving him visibly shaken. When Toyah returns home to find Nick alone, he apologizes for Leanne's behavior and Toyah suddenly breaks down. Quickly taking her in his arms, things escalate and they kiss passionately. Although they're unaware that from the derelict builder's yard, someone is watching them intently, later on, Leanne meets up with Rowan for an upload session. After Toyah and Nick enjoy a passionate afternoon, they both agree that it mustn't happen again and that they should stay out of each other's way as much as possible. However, it seems as though her guilty conscience gets the better of her as Toyah tells Nick they've little choice but to come clean to Leanne about their brief affair. At the bistro, a smug Rowan is holding a meeting, much to Nick and Toyah's dismay. Cornering Toyah, Rowan hands her a copy of the NDA, suggesting she signs it. However, when Toyah makes it clear she won't be blackmailed and intends to come clean, he doesn't take her threat easily. He wastes no time in pointing out that it'll destroy her sister Leanne, but he'll be happy to pick up the pieces, leaving Toyah sickened. Will Toyah tell Leanne? When Rowan makes a speech to the group, he announces that Leanne has been promoted to level 5, and he couldn't be more proud of her. As the members of the group applaud, Leanne basks in the glory while Nick and Toyah watch in disgust. Steve McDonald, Simon Gregson, makes out to Ken Barlow, Bill Roche, that Cassie Plummer, Claire Sweeney, is a qualified carer and they hired her through an agency. Although when she arrives to start work, Cassie reveals that she's had no training and only stepped in to help out and save the family some money, leaving Ken quietly furious. When Cassie sets Ken straight, she explains that she was honest with Steve from the off and never pretended to have any qualifications. Will she manage to win him round? Later on, when Cassie comes back, Steve relishes informing her that her first task is to cut Ken's toenails. Cassie swallows her disgust, although Ken is starting to enjoy her company and suggests they could go out for a spot of lunch. While there, Amy Barlow, Elle Mulvaney, is amused at how much Cassie gets under her dad's skin. Noticing some tension, Amy suggests to Steve that there's a spark between them. However, he's in denial about his attraction to her and firmly denies it while Amy hides her amusement. When Abby Franklin, Sally Carmen, asks Kevin Webster, Michael Lavelle, about him getting up in the night, he quickly shuts it down and puts it down to stress. However, he later calls into the salon with the mobile phone he stole. Wanting Max Turner's Patty Bever help, he asks if he can hack into it. Later on, Tyrone Dobbs, Alan Halsall, opens an email to find a video of Kevin breaking into Stephen Brent's, Paul Alpasic office. Although he assures Tyrone that it's not real and is another deepfake video. When Bethany Platt, Lucy Fallon, spots Max with the phone, she realizes Kevin stole. Furious, she speaks to Kev and tells him not to drag her family into the situation. Later on, Kevin decides to turn up at Stefan's office. However, The confrontation takes a turn when Stefan says his video footage of Kevin breaking and entering could land him in jail. Meanwhile, Abby is shocked when she overhears Tyrone speaking to PC Craig Tinker, Colson Smith, that Kevin has been the victim of a deep fake video. When Kevin returns home, he finds Abby and Craig waiting for him while he reports Stefan. When Bethany returns home after her interview, she tells Sarah Platt, Tina O'Brien, that she's got the job. However, she's dreading her first assignment.